Students, today we are going to start with solubility of a solute. Now, what is the solubility of a solute? This is the amount of solute in grams in 100 grams of a solvent at a particular temperature. So, solubility of a substance is only at a particular temperature and it will change with the change in temperature. What is solubility of a solute? Weight of solute over weight of solvent into 100. Now, this solubility is affected by many factors. Number one, nature of solute. Now, some solutes dissolve more and some less at the same temperature in the same solvent. For example, let me take three examples: potassium chlorate, sodium chloride and potassium nitrate, and solvent is water. For them, solvent is water. At 0 degrees Celsius, this is the particular temperature. At 0 degrees Celsius, potassium chlorate amount is only 4 grams, that is soluble in 100 grams of water. At the same temperature, 36 grams of sodium chloride is dissolved in same amount of solvent. At that temperature only, amount of potassium nitrate is 133 grams, that is going to dissolve in 100 grams of water. The second factor is nature of solvent. Now, the solvent is always different for different solutes. For example, this sodium chloride NaCl is highly soluble in water, but it is insoluble in benzene. Same way, now this is about iodine. Iodine is highly soluble in ethyl alcohol, but it is insoluble in water. So for sodium chloride, the best solvent is water, and for iodine, the best solvent is ethyl alcohol. Next factor is temperature. Normally, solubility increases with the increase in temperature, but in some cases it shows different behavior. Let me understand this by taking some examples. For example, this is potassium nitrate and potassium sulfate. This increases to the maximum with the increase in temperature. So if we draw a graph of temperature with respect to solubility, how can we draw a curve for potassium nitrate? A steep curve. That means potassium nitrate show maximum dissolution with the increase in temperature. Now this is about sodium chloride. That shows a change, only a little change, and some that show different behavior. They are the substances which are hydrated in nature. What do we mean by hydrated? That have water in them. So we have calcium sulfate dot 2 molecules of water and sodium sulfate dot 10 molecules of water. Now their solubility first increases with the increase in temperature and then starts decreasing. Such type of solubilities we called anomalous solubility. So this is about calcium sulfate crystals. We call these hydrated salt crystals because they are always in crystalline form. So they first show increase and then show decrease. Such type of solubility we call it anomalous solubility. So this one is for potassium nitrate, this one is for NaCl, and this one is for calcium sulfate dot 2 molecules of water. Now what is the reason? As dissolution of calcium sulfate crystals or hydrated calcium sulfate is endothermic in nature, whereas dissolution of without water anhydrous calcium sulfate is exothermic in nature. That is why it shows anomalous solubility. Now let me discuss about hydrated salts. What are hydrated salts? Now hydrated salts, hydra means water. They are having water. So they are having water. Which kind of water? That is loosely attached. So the bonds between salt and water are very loose. Bonds are very loose. But the water is in definite number of water molecules that are loosely attached to this salt, and this water just evaporate when you heat, as the bonds are very weak. So we have copper sulfate dot 5 molecules of water, ferrous sulfate dot 7 molecules of water, magnesium sulfate dot 7 molecules of water, sodium carbonate dot 10 molecules of water. Now what happens when you heat them? When you heat them, first of all, they lose their crystalline form and change into amorphous form. They lose their color if they are colored. So this copper sulfate dot 5 molecules of water, we can say this copper sulfate crystals or hydrated copper sulfate. This is blue crystalline. When you heat it, what are the products? Copper sulfate and water is going to be evaporated. Now this copper sulfate is now white amorphous. We also call it blue vitriol. Now this one is green crystalline ferrous sulfate. Green crystalline, when you heat it, again it changes into ferrous sulfate dot plus 7 molecules of water, and this ferrous sulfate is again white amorphous. So this one is magnesium sulfate and sodium carbonate. This one is white crystals and they are going to change into their amorphous form, that are magnesium sulfate and sodium carbonate. So that means originally either magnesium sulfate or sodium carbonate or copper sulfate, originally they are amorphous, but why they are crystalline? Because of presence of this water. That is why this water is known as water of crystallization. So water of crystallization is fixed number of water molecules that are attached to a salt and provide it crystalline form, and that crystalline form changes into amorphous when you heat it. This water of crystallization is going to evaporate. Thank you.